Hello Aries, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess, here to do your weekly reading from Sunday the 25th to the 1st of December, Christmas. Only a few weeks away now, so I hope you guys have done all your shopping. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I'm really loving every moment of reading for you, and being away from the weekend and not being able to do the readings was a little sad. So I'm happy to be here to do your readings for you today. We're using this Morgan Greer deck. I think it's Morgan Greer. I keep thinking, is it? No, it's not. It's, oh my goodness, it's that one. I can't remember the name of it. I'll think about it in a minute. Okay, so here to do your weekly read. Ooh, lots of options coming up, or a bit of confusion there, Aries, happening. Okay, where are we? Alrighty. Oh, how funny. The Seven of Cups just flipped out, and then I got the Eight of Cups. Now the Eight of Cups is a card of walking away to find fulfillment because you haven't got it where you are. Now you can see this person's got their back turned on 8 cups. Now we can't see whether the cups are full or not, but let's presume they are full. They're not enough for you, or they're not the right ones for you, because now you're walking away because you're not satisfied. So you could be moving away from 8 cups because you don't have love, and that's in this cup. It could be that you know, there's something else here that you are looking for that isn't currently in one of those cups. So definitely a little bit of a journey this week. Okay, so the first card we have out is the King of Swords. So many of you could be dealing with an air sign. So that's a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius this week. Now the King is a person who is very keen on the tongue. He's full of ideas, he's logical, he speaks his truth. He can be a person who acts in that they, you know, could be a lawyer, doctor, somebody, surgeon sometimes because of the sword, but this person has to speak their truth per se. Let's just say for argument's sake. Sometimes they can be a bit cutting, sometimes they can be a little bit harsh and a bit direct, but certainly someone that, you know, is a formidable person, you know, someone who has a lot of power here. Okay, and then we have the Nine of Pentacles. Now the Nine of Pentacles talks about having independence, feeling very comfortable where you are, you know, being having what you need, being self-assured and strong. So somebody's really in their individual single element here. Okay, and then I have the Five of Rods. Certainly a strange reading coming out here. The Five of Rods talks about having mental conflict. Sometimes this can be conflict with other people, bickering, but it's sort of like a clashing of ideas. You know, things in your head that go round and round. You know, should I, shouldn't I? That sort of mental conflict. But it can talk about bickering with other people. Okay, and then we have the Chariot here. The Chariot's the major arcana, and it talks about moving forward. It talks about having control over your life, having the power to move in the direction you want to, but definitely moving forward with an incredible force. Okay, I'm going to put a couple more cards down. It's a very different reading. And then we have here the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords talks about moving away from something, maybe moving towards something, but you've definitely got all your ideas, your thoughts and everything in the boat with you. You could be moving towards something new because you're moving into smoother waters, but you're definitely moving away from something that was quite rough and unsteady here. Okay, and then we have the Temperance card in the middle of your reading. Now the Temperance card talks about balance. It talks about having everything in order. So when I look here, what I see is people or someone walking away from something that was conflicting, some sort of atmosphere or relationship, job, whatever, but moving away from something very, very quickly to find some independence and some truth here. Perhaps moving towards someone who's an air sign, or moving away from someone who was an air sign. That's definitely a person. but moving away from conflict, making a choice, making a very independent, informed choice to move away from something that was not serving you here. Moving away from conflict. Okay, next card is the King of Cups. You could be moving towards a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces here. This could also be a father figure or someone who cares and loves you. Maybe they're giving you some support at the moment. The King of Cups is a man who's very much in control of their emotions. It could be that you're moving away from something and seeking the advice of a counselor here. Maybe you've had some issues or problems and you're moving towards perhaps a psychologist to help you through something, because you're trying to achieve this balance here and you're moving away from something that doesn't serve you. How funny. I just thought someone's got a car salesman. Every time I mention something like that, someone goes, oh, that was me. There's a car salesman here for some reason. There's some sort of conflict with someone. Maybe you've had a fight with someone over buying a car and you're seeking some sort of legal advice on how to manage this. Definitely moving away from something very quickly, something that you've had a lot of mental conflict over. Okay, beautiful, because you're moving towards a brand new start here, Aries. This talks about something passionate, something that you really want to work towards here. That's beautiful. So you're definitely moving towards a brand new start. There is a decision to be made though, and this is about heart over head or head over heart here. We always talk about, like, this is, you know, being the emotions of the person. He's trying to make a decision here without using his emotions. So he's really trying to think this through rather than going into the emotional stuff. Okay, and then we have the Two of Rods at the front. Now, you know, it's really funny. There are a lot of repeating cards this month. A lot of situations that very much align with each other. So there's a lot of people moving towards something and walking away from things here. Okay, let's have a look at this in its entirety, Aries. Now, it seems to me that some of you are walking away. We know that here, and we also have the Six of Swords here. So we know that someone's moving away from something. My thinking is for a lot of you, you're walking away from somebody who could be an air sign, but could be a bit more controlling and maybe even manipulative, but definitely moving away from someone. You are happy to be independent. You're not really concerned which way you go. I feel like you have a lot of support here from someone who loves or cares for you. And I feel like this King of Cups represents perhaps a paternal figure, brother, a friend, someone who loves you dearly. But you've been going through a lot of mental conflict in how to move away from this. This doesn't look like job here. This doesn't look like job. This looks like a very personal situation. It doesn't feel like there's love here. It doesn't feel like someone's moving away from a very loving relationship. So most of the people getting this energy, Aries, may be moving away from something that is quite controlling. Could be a friendship, a family member, but you're definitely having a brand new start here, and there are decisions at the end on which way to go. I feel like you feel like you're 100% in tune with this. It's like I think you'll make these decisions very easily. There's definitely a head over heart decision here, which says to me that you're walking away from something that may have had love in it for you to start with, but you're walking towards something very passionately here. You're walking towards a brand new beginning. You haven't decided which way to go yet. You're still tossing up on that idea, but I think for a lot of you, if you haven't actually walked out, this looks to me like you've already walked away, but you haven't decided which direction you're going in. That's really beautiful. Lovely reading. Okay, Aries, tough reading. They've all been tough readings this month so far. Everybody's having a pretty tough time, but it just seems to be how the general energies go. So let's just pull you an oracle card here. Oh, okay, so the card that's come out for you is the card of goals, and it says progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. So that's just a little bit of reassurance, Aries, that you are heading in the right direction here. So fantastic, big week for you. Good luck. Thank you.